Building your dream team, roles to scale your coaching or consulting business. One of the biggest questions I get asked all the time is, who do I need to hire to help me scale my coaching or consulting business? Today, I want to break down some of the most common roles that you can hire for that will help you scale your business. Keep in mind that the only way you're going to be able to scale your business is if you have a team. The issue that most coaches and consultants face is it's a little bit of the chicken versus the egg scenario, because you need a team to grow your business and you also need cash flow in order to hire a team. This is why I always say when you're stuck making a couple $100,000, it's one of the hardest places to be because you don't have sufficient cash flow that you really need to really ramp up and hire the team to scale. This is why it's very important that you be strategic about who you hire and also ensure that you absolutely have the strategy that is going to bring you in significantly more revenue. This is key so that you can continue to hire for these positions. When clients come to me, if they're stuck in the low to mid six figures, we're typically going to focus on getting more revenue in the business versus clients that come to me and they're already in the high six figures. We're going to focus on getting their time back first. And we can do this by, of course, building out their systems and team, and then we can go ramp up the revenue. Regardless, though, of where you're at revenue-wise, you're going to need support if you want to grow your business. You simply cannot do it all. And oftentimes business owners come to me and they've been stuck in the same position for years, and it's because they are the bottleneck and they lack the strategy that's going to take them to the next level. And this is what I hope to solve for you today by sharing insights into exactly what you need to do to build your dream team and what roles to scale your coaching or consulting business. Hi, I'm Jessica Yarbrough, top business strategist for coaches and consultants, specifically who are looking to sell ultra high-end packages. These could be $50,000 to $300,000 packages, and they're looking to scale through a high-touch, low-volume client model. When you go with an ultra high-ticket model as well, that doesn't require a lot of volume. Some of the roles that I'm going to share with you today won't necessarily be required. Keep in mind that the bigger your business, the more moving parts, and the larger number of clients, the more support you're going to need in your business. If you focus on an ultra high-end model with fewer yet higher paying clients, you can still have a high six to multi-seven figure business with a lean team and still relatively high profit margins. Let's dive in. The number one role you need on your dream team to help scale your coaching or consulting business is a strategist. I've seen so many coaches and consultants make the mistake of just hiring a bunch of random people, hoping that, it's going to grow their business without first addressing their strategy. Look, even I made this mistake when I first started out. I remember I hit my first six figures and I immediately hired like 3 people. And you can guess how that worked out. You absolutely need someone who is further ahead of you, who's already built a successful business, who can develop a strategy to help take you to the next level and also help you avoid pitfalls that could cost you a lot of money and set you back for years. Most of the clients that hire me already have at least one team member. What they're lacking is the strategy, and that's why they hire me. Typically, their team member is a VA type of role. Now, my clients who are already in the high six figures, they'll often have multiple team members, but they may not be the right people, so we do have to address that. Again, as a strategist, it's about helping you understand that 30,000-foot view of your business. And when you work with someone who has that perspective, they can look down and they can find the gaps in your business and help you quickly close them and create a plan that's going to help you take you to your goals a whole lot faster. This is why your number one hire should be a strategist. A great strategist can help you with pricing and your solution, your marketing, your sales. The right strategist will support the revenue generation necessary to hire the best team members. And if you make the mistake of just trying to hire the team members without a real strategy, you're going to struggle to grow your business. By the way, if you haven't already downloaded one of our 7-figure case studies, be sure to click the links below and see step-by-step how we help these particular clients to make millions. Another role you need to scale your dream team is some sort of marketing support. Keep in mind the rest of the roles I'm going to share with you are not necessarily like in order. You're going to choose who to hire based on the current needs in your business, and that includes your own skill set and gaps. The thing I like about hiring a marketing assistant, and this could be called a marketing VA or a marketing coordinator or any number of titles, is that they help support the efforts that directly bring in money to the business. Your marketing person can be in charge of your outreach campaigns and support your social media strategy, your emails, your newsletters, your design of collaterals, even the build out of your funnels, and any other part that is going to be part of that customer journey. In the beginning of your coaching or consulting business, you may be the person who is the marketer, but it's very difficult to maintain doing all the marketing yourself. You can delegate a lot of the tasks to a marketing role. They're an essential part of your team because they can help keep your visibility high and keep your clients, you top of mind to your ideal clients. Another great role to hire for building your dream team to scale your coaching or consulting business is an operations person. Again, this could come under many different names, but essentially it's someone who can help manage the operations of your business. This is someone with a strong project management skill set who can oversee all the big things that need to be done in the organization and ensure that all the different team members, contractors, whatever it may be, are executing on their tasks. If my clients come to me and they're not organized, I'll encourage them to get an operation person sooner rather than later. So if you're someone that struggles with the details, you're gonna love having an operations person on your team. They can help you with everything from ensuring projects move to completion to things like payments and contracts and building out your systems and processes. Next, client support is another powerful role to hire when building your dream team to scale your coaching or consulting business. Now, sometimes, especially when you're still not at the high six figures, you may be able to marry the role of operations and client support. However, it can be difficult to find someone who is both strong in project management and very detail-oriented, and also has the personality to be the front-facing client support. In my experience over time, it's best if these roles are split. Your client support person is key to keeping everyone happy. And this is going to be very important, especially if you have a group program or lots of clients or big corporate contracts with lots of team members. They can do everything from scheduling and managing the overall calendar to onboarding your clients to communications with other coaches on your team to really anything client facing, including live events. I would say out of all of the roles of like marketing or operations or client support typically is the most difficult to fill because you need to have someone who has the right personality for customer service. And this is why it's an essential role to fill when building your dream team if you want to scale. Another type of role that you can add to your dream team is additional coaches. It's very difficult to grow your coaching or consulting business if you're the only one supporting your clients. And also keep in mind, there are areas that your clients may need support in that are not in your wheelhouse, or maybe it's not the best use of your time. So think about what other kinds of support your clients may need and start to fill in other coaches to help guide them in the areas they may be struggling with. For my B2B coaches and consultants, having other coaches under you can really help with delivery, especially to those large contracts where you're working with a lot of people at an organization at once. Finding additional coaches that you really connect with, that share your values, and that you trust, it can be challenging. It's really important that whoever you hire is truly a great fit because these people are representing you and your brand, and they're interacting directly with your clients. I'm blessed that the coaches that support my programs have been with me for an average of 5 years or more. If you find great coaches, pay them well and treat them well so that they can stay with you for a long time. I promise having additional coaches will give a more well-rounded experience to your clients. It's going to take the pressure off being the one resource of support to your clients as well. This is why if you want to scale your business, adding additional coaches is an important role to fill when building your dream team. Next, when it comes to building your dream team, another role that you can add to your team is a copywriter. Now, some coaches and consultants will hire a copywriter for a certain project, like writing a landing page, for example. And other coaches and consultants will hire a copywriter as part of their ongoing team to support the writing efforts of all their marketing campaigns. And if social media is part of your strategy, it's very helpful to have a copywriter on your team. And if you want to scale your coaching or consulting business, it's going to be very hard for you to personally write every piece of content. And while I do recommend that you write some content and you record videos, a copywriter can really help take some of the burden off that constant need for new content creation. Now, some coaches and consultants try to hire a marketing person that is also a copywriter. I personally have hired many marketing assistants over the years that told me they were great writers, and I've never had success with having a marketing person that really understand the power of great persuasive copy. Typically, copywriters are copywriters. They're not going to be the marketing person. They're the people that eat, sleep, breathe copy. It's their passion. And keep in mind, if you find a unicorn that can do both, great, but you may need to consider also having a separate standalone copywriter on your team. Most of my clients love having copy support and find that that is an essential role on their dream team. Another role you can consider when building your dream team to scale your coaching or consulting business is a business development person. Now, I typically don't like to share about this role as much though, because there are so many people that are marketing to you right now that promise they can install a $6 an hour appointment setter in your business. Others promise you done for you lead generation. And in my experience, most of these companies just do not generate great results. And for my clients, they're focused on the ultra high-end market. And so hiring a $6 an hour appointment setter or one of these lead gen companies that's just going to go out there and generate mass amounts of unqualified leads is simply a waste of time and not really aligned with their brand. So should you hire a business development person? The answer is it depends. If you have a volume-based business, you're going to need a business development person. That's a fact. If you have a ultra high-end business, especially that is selling to organizations, it can be helpful to hire a business development person, but they can absolutely not be a $6 an hour appointment setter. Keep in mind that you're marketing to a very sophisticated buyer. You need to have the right fit of someone who understands the complexities of high-end B2B sales and also knows how to represent your brand. This is not your run-of-the-mill person that's advertising to you online. I would also proceed with caution on hiring this until you've filled some of the other roles I covered in this video. For example, you absolutely need to have your strategy dialed in. That's hands down foundation before you hire anybody. So you need the strategist on your team. You also need to have your marketing dialed in. So that means your marketing role has typically been filled, and you need some kind of client support and or operations so that when your business development person secures high value leads and you close these really high end deals, you can actually deliver. So yes, you can hire a business development person. Does it make sense for your business? It really depends, and make sure that you have all the other pieces dialed in first. Finally, another role that you can hire for your dream team to help you scale your coaching or consulting business is a closer. A closer is a salesperson who is going to bring a prospect to the finish line and becoming a paying client. Personally, I don't like to be sold to by a closer. Do you? If I want to hire someone, I want to speak directly to them. Of course, this doesn't work if you have a volume-based business. You can't possibly take 500 sales calls in a year yourself. So before you consider getting a closer, consider how many sales you need to make $1 million. And if you have a 10K offer, you're definitely going to need a closer at some point. If you have an ultra high-end offer and are selling packages for 100K, you really don't. Also, two things to keep in mind when considering a closer. First, you will need to pay out a base plus sizable commission fee. Anyone who is good at sales is going to take a big cut, and they're going to expect a base. This is going to eat into your profit margins significantly, so you're going to need to acquire a lot more clients. And keep in mind that also means more burden in terms of delivery. You're also going to need to have a pipeline of steady leads to feed your closer, right? So that they stay with you because they're actually making sales, which likely means fully built funnels, an ad strategy, and a significant ad budget. Next, finding a closer that has both the prospects and your interests in mind can be challenging. Why? It's because so many closers are focused solely on making the sale. And this makes sense because their income is primarily based off commissions. And oftentimes they will do anything to close the deal, including enrolling people who are not a fit. They get their check and they don't have to worry about the repercussions because they're not actually involved in the delivery. And this is a huge problem in the coaching industry, especially with these big guru coaching companies. Their closers enroll people that are not a fit. Then the people don't do well. They feel taken advantage of and often claim that they were promised something completely different by the salesperson than what they received. And for the business owner, this opens up chargebacks and reputation hits. But some of these guru coaches, honestly, they don't care because they are running a churn and burn model. They have a huge team and expenses, and their goal is to get as many people to buy as possible. My point with all of this is you need to consider a lot of things before adding a closer to your team. And in general, having a closer is more common in the lower ticket or the B2C model, or even like B2B, like selling to solopreneurs. You really don't see closers involved when selling to organizations. And you definitely don't see it with an ultra high-end, high-touch, low-volume model. This wraps up my video on building your dream team, roles to scale your coaching or consulting business. I would love to know what was your biggest takeaway. Drop a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time.